Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding intelligent agent. So what is intelligent agent? So an agent is anything that can be viewed as perceiving its environment through sensors and acting upon that environment through actuators. So percept means sense or perceive or perceiving means sensing. So the agent that can sensing its information from the environment through the sensors and take the necessary action by using actuators. A human agent has eyes, ears, and other organs for sensors, and hands, legs, mouth, and other body parts for effectors or actuators. A robotic agent substitutes cameras and infrared range finders for the sensors and various motors for the effectors. So these are examples of natural agent and artificial agent. So agent that will operate in an environment and it perceives and acts upon its environment through actuators or sensors and have its goals. So you can see the diagram. There is a system, or you can say it is a agent, and at the bottom block it is a environment in which the agent works. So the environment means where we have to work with agents. So the agent that will perceive the information from the environment or sensing the information from the environment by using the sensors, and it will take decision by using actuators. So you can see the diagram, agent and the environment. On a right hand side there is a agent, on a left hand side there is a environment. So environment means where we have to work with agent. So at the top you can see there is a percepts, and for the agent there are the sensors and effectors. So you can see the sensors that are shown and the effectors as well as the effectors that are shown. So percept means it is perceiving, that is sensing or to sense the information from the environment. So the agent that will perceive information from the environment through the sensors, and it will take, or that agent that will take action by using the actuators or effectors. Now sensors and effectors. So an agent perceive its environment through sensors. The complete set of inputs at a given time is called a percept. So percept means the term percept refers to the agent's perceptual inputs at any given instant. So examples are: a human agent percepts bird flying in the sky through eyes and takes its snap or the photograph. Another example of percept is a robotic agent perceive temperature of a boiler through cameras and takes the control action. So that is an example of percept. Then we will see what is percept sequence. So percept sequence means it is a complete history. So agent's percept sequence is the complete history of everything the agent has ever perceived. So the percept sequence means it is a complete history, what actions that the agent has taken in a past, that is called a percept sequence or complete history. The complete set of inputs at a given time is called a percept. The current percept or a sequence of percept can influence the actions of the agent. It can change the environment through effectors. An operation involving an actuator is called in action, which can be grouped into action sequences. Now the example of agent, as we have seen earlier, the human agent. It has eyes, ears, skin, taste buds, etc. for sensors, and hands, finger, legs, mouth for effectors. Then the artificial agent, that is robots. It has a camera, infrared, bumper, etc. for sensors, which sense the input from the environment, and it has a grippers, wheels, lights, speakers, acts as a effectors. Now, what are the requirements of intelligent agent? So, intelligent agent must sense, must act, and must be rational and autonomous. So, rational means it must take the right decisions and it will independently take decisions. Autonomous means rational, and autonomous means it must take right decisions. That means it is a rational agent, and autonomous means it will independently take decisions. Then rational agent, AI is about building rational agents, means it must take right decisions. An agent is something that perceives and acts. A rational agent always does the right thing. Now, agents environment. So there are two types of environment. One, it is fully observable, and another, it is partially observable. Fully observable means the agent knows the whole environment, and the partially observable means the agent does not know the whole environment. He partially knows the environment. So example of fully observable environment means, take the example of chess. The agent knows the board that is used for the chess. He also knows the places on the board. He also knows the moves. He also knows the moves. Then he also knows what is the checkmate rule. So he knows all the environment, or the whole the environment of the chess, means that environment, it is called fully observable environment. Then partially environment means the agent does not know the whole environment, but he partially knows. Take one example of partially observable environment. So agent driving a car, so he don't know how many cars are there on a road, how many peoples are walking on a road, but he knows the braking system, or he has to apply the brake. He has to reduce the speed. He knows he has to stop the car by applying the brake and reduce the speed, like that. So it is called a partially observable environment. So it is helpful to know the following definitions as referring to the way the environment appears from the point of view of the agent itself. Now we will see the different classes of intelligent agent. So intelligent agents are grouped into 5 classes based on their degree of perceived intelligence and capability. So the first is simple reflex agents. Then model based reflex agents. Third is goal based agents. Fourth is utility based agents. And fifth is learning agents. So we will see what is simple reflex agent. So the simple reflex agents are the simplest agents. These agents selects actions on the basis of current percepts, ignoring the rest of the percept history. Simple reflex agent works only if the environment is fully observable environment. Fully observable environment means the agent knows the whole environment. Simple reflex agent uses just condition action rule. The rules are like in the form of if and then. So simple reflex agent are efficient, but their intelligence is limited. So you can see this is a simple reflex agent. Reflex means immediately takes action. That is the meaning of reflex. So in this block diagram, you can see there is an environment, then there is a perception and action, then the sensors. Then first block indicates what the world is like now. Means what is the current situation for perception. So what the world is like now means what is the current situation for perception. So this agent selects the actions on the basis of current perception. So it will not consider the history, what is happened in the past. It will not consider. So it works on current history, current situation. Then the next, after sensing the input, so what the word is like now means it will go to the current situation. Then what action I should do now? So it will take the action according to current situation. But there is a one more block, that is condition action rule. Condition action rule means the action will be according to condition action rule. So condition action rule means if this, then this. So that will works on a condition action, works on a condition. And according to that, the effectors that will take action. So simple reflex agent uses lookup table to store rules, and this table is too big to generate and to store. So example of the simple reflex agent is in ATM agent system. If PIN matches with the given account number, then customer gets money. So it works on a current situation, not according to the past history. So this is regarding the first, that is simple reflex agent, works on a condition action rule. Then second, that is a model based reflex agent. So model base means it is a knowledge base. So model based agent can work in a partially observable environment. So that agent does not know the whole environment and it track the situation. Partially observable means entire state of environment is known to the agent at a point in a time. Agent has to keep the track of an internal state. Internal state means it is a past history, what is happened in the past and what action has been taken for that situation. That is called the internal state. Internal state means it is a past history. This knowledge about how the world evolves is called the model of the world. Hence the name model based agent. So we can see the diagram now, block diagram. So we can see here there is an environment, there is a perception, action, actuators, then the sensors, then what the world is like now. That means it is a current situation, current perception. And on a left hand side you can say there is a state. State means it is a past history, then how the world evolves and what my action do means it is a model. So how the world evolves and what my action do means it is a study of a situation of a history and what action has been taken for that at that time. So it becomes a model or knowledge base. So according to that, what next block, that is what action I should do now. So according to that, the action that will be taken. So that action that will be taken according to the current as well as past history, and that action that will be according to the condition action rule. So you can see the block diagram carefully. At the bottom you can see what action I should do, that will be according to condition action rule. If this, then this, and then actuators takes the action. So this is called the model based reflex agent. So it will be the knowledge base. Then third is goal based agent. So the goal based agent further expand on the capabilities of the model based agents by using goal information. The knowledge of the current state of the environment is not always sufficient to decide for an agent to what to do. The agent needs to know its goal, which describes desirable situations. Goal-based agents expand the capabilities of the model-based agent by having the goal information. They choose an action so that they can achieve the goal. So these agents may have to consider a long sequence of possible actions before deciding whether the goal is achieved or not. So there may be extra element that is added that we will see in a block diagram. So you can see the block diagram. Here it is the environment, there is a perception, action, sensors and actuators. Then what the world is like now, that is the current situation, and it is connected with the model, that is the state, means it is a past history. Then how the world evolves and what my action do, means that model, that is, so what action, or it is the study of the situation in a history situation, study of a history, and what action has been taken at that time, that is called a model. Then what one more block is added here. So what it will be like if I do action A, means one more element it is added, that is the extra element, that is for searching and planning to achieve goal. So it will search and plan the goal or plan the decision according to the current scenario and the past history. And then at the bottom you can see what action I should do now, and it is connected to the goals. So according to that, that action that will be taken by searching and planning to achieve the goal. So goal is fixed, but it will be according to the current as well as the past history, and then that actuators that will take decisions. So for example, if a taxi is present at a junction where it can move to left, right or go straight, in this case correct decision depends on where the taxi wants to go, that is destination or goal. Then another example, that is agent searching a solution for 8 queen puzzle. So this is the example, these are the examples, and this is regarding the goal based agent. Goal means it is a desirable situation. So goal is fixed. So it works on the current perception and a history. So current perception means what the world is like now. That means it is a current perception. And history means what the world evolves. That is a model. and the extra element that is added, that is what it will be like if I do action A. So this block suggests that it is an extra element that will search and plan to achieve goal by considering the current as well as the past history, and then the goal that will be achieved with the help of actuators. Then utility based. So the goal based agents only distinguish between goal states and non-goal states. So these agents are similar to the goal based agent but provide an extra component of utility measurement. So utility measurement provides a measure of success at a given state. So utility based agent act based not only goals but also the best way to achieve the goal. That is very important. So it will find the best way to achieve the goal, that is called the utility. So utility based agent is useful when there are multiple possible alternatives and an agent has to choose in order to perform the best action. So you can see the block diagram here for the utility base. So in that remaining that will be same, and one more block that is added, that you can see at the middle, that is the third block, how happy I will be in such a state. So it will focuses on utility, not the goal state. So the agent, so after performing action by the agent, so agent goes in which state? So state that will it will become happy or unhappy. So it will be measured by utility function, whether the agent is happy or not. Okay, so the what the world is like now means it is a current perception, and there is a knowledge based model that is consist of state, how the world evolves and what my action do, that is the considering the past history and what action has been taken at that time, that is the knowledge based model. Then after taking a action, so whether the agent it is happy or unhappy, that will be considered. So so that is called the utility based agent. So it will focuses on utility, not the goal state. So the utility function maps each state to a real number to check how efficiently each action achieves the goal. So the utility based agent is useful when there are multiple possible alternatives and the agent has to choose in order to perform the best action. That is called the utility based. Then learning agent. The learning agent in AI is the type of agent which can learn from its past experiences, or it has learning capabilities. It starts to act with basic knowledge and then able to act and adapt automatically through learning. The most important distinction is between learning element which is responsible for making improvements and the performance element which is responsible for selecting external actions. So the learning element uses feedback from the critic on how the agent is doing and determines how the performance element should be modified to do better in the future. So you can see the block diagram. In a block diagram you will see there is a agent, there is a performance standard, then there will be the critic, then feedback, that is learning element, and it is connected to performance element, and also it is connected to problem generator. and then effectors that will take action. So first block, that is critic. So critic means he knows the standard performance and he compares with the feedback. So critic means it tells the mistakes and it gives the feedback to the learning element. Learning element makes the improvement by learning. Okay, so the first block, that is a critic, means it will take the mistakes or he knows the standard performance, so he compares that standard performance giving the feedback. Then learning element means it makes the improvements by learning. According to feedback, learning element makes the improvements. Then there is a performance element. That learning element, it is connected to the performance element, so he takes the action. So performance element takes the action, and the problem generator that will suggest the new alternating actions. So that problem generator that will suggest the alternatives, various alternatives, or various alternating, or the alternating actions that the agent that can take. So he suggests, that problem generator suggests the alternative actions, and according to that, the best action that will be chosen, and the effectors that will take the actions. So the learning agent, that will it will takes the lessons from the mistakes and gives the effective performance. So that is regarding the intelligent agent. Thank you.